Wiedzmin lighting mod by Mishikedman. His newest version is version 6, which was just released recently, I believe on the 27th of June. He requested I check this out a few weeks back, but there are a couple things on my docket at the time. Hey, One Man YouTube channel. This mod was made by Mishikedman, but with a huge influence from the community. And he wanted all of you to know one thing. Please feel free to post ideas for future changes for this mod. We will vote on them, and if the idea is good and possible to implement, it will be included into future installments of this mod. This is a lighting and visual overhaul alternative for The Witcher 3. There are multitudes to choose from, and each one has a different flavor and a feel. This also has a compatible version with 4K clouds by boosting 4K, and I would strongly recommend that if you use this mod that you use 4K clouds and the other mods he instructs you to use, like Compilation by ramccoid, who's another great modder on the Nexus, and No Dirt Lens Effects by Rumen West if you so choose, but I didn't. I like the dirty lens effect. Overall, this is without a doubt, at standalone, a very beautiful lighting mod. It brings a whole different feeling to The Witcher, and as someone who has used the PATHOS Reshade for so long, The Witcher was very dark, dismal, and grim. And I could find this being far more appealing to most people who don't like the drab sort of undertones and color choices that I personally like. I received many messages from those who felt that PATHOS just had too many grimy colors for them. And for those of you who do like PATHOS, believe it or not, there is a PATHOS version of this. Well, I mean, PATHOS has been modified to work with this, the Reshade. The mod author of PATHOS recommends this version of his Reshade over Super Turbo Lighting mod. I'm not quite sure as to why. Maybe there's some incompatibility, maybe there's some sort of issues with Super Turbo Lighting mod right now that I'm unaware of. So that's something to keep in mind when checking this out, just in case you're on the fence or you want to use PATHOS Reshade. This is actually a thing and an alternative to the Super Turbo Lighting mod version. I mentioned earlier that this mod is compatible with 4K clouds, and 4K clouds by boosting 4K IX is a retexture of the clouds in the game with 4K high quality clouds. This mod does not change clouds from Toussaint or the clouds used in heavy clouds E and V. Maybe in the future the mod author would change them, but at the moment he got his hands tied with other things. There isn't much else to say except for that he hopes you enjoy this mod, and leave feedback in the comment section if you so choose. And personally, I believe this is a wonderful, wonderful mod. Now, if you've been using Super Turbo Lighting mod, I believe that also modifies the clouds, but I don't think it was compatible with 4K clouds or other mods for higher resolution clouds. Whereas to the Wiedzmin lighting mod is completely compatible with 4K clouds, which is phenomenal. I am ecstatic with that, simply because I've been dying to check out this mod for a while now, and I finally had the time and an excuse to kill a couple birds with one stone in this showcase that has expanded into a larger thing, simply because Wiedzmin's lighting mod just suggested so many mods to use in tandem with this by ramccoid, which you've seen throughout the entire showcase of this lighting mod in the clouds. It's everywhere. The mod author was disappointed after waiting all this time for a complete overhaul of Witcher 3 textures. The HDRP updates are too far and few between for him, and he reckons that he'll have no interest in playing the game by the time it's finished, so he decided to do it himself. And here's the results so far, which he's very pleased to share with everyone. There are minor bugs and issues which should be expected as such a large project, but you must remember that this is still in its developmental stages and to be considered a work in progress, and all issues will be dealt with by the time of completion, if possible, because some problems are beyond fixing. So bear with him in this. Now, Compilation does adjust clouds, but I made sure that I used mod merger so that the 4K clouds would power through. It also fixes clouds in Blood and Wine. It also updated and toned all the textures for blood spills and effects. Aqua updated and redone waterfalls, ripples, splashes, added water effects and drips in existing water to look to the best version yet. Peepers also updates all the irises. Now main characters look closer color to vanilla than updated normal maps. The weather also received updated textures in normal maps, smoke retextured, explosions, even teeth are made less blurry with this mod. Flora, trees, fauna, grass, etc. has also been updated. He also toned some flora in Hearts of Stone DLC. Signs and magic have been retextured. This is compatible with mods which change the effects via scripts such as Better Effects. Mist, fire, hair, terrain, structures, life, details, flares, etc, etc. In fact, this mod covers so much, it's staggering really, and it would probably take me quite a while to read in great detail how much this goes into. At this point, I would say that if you are looking for lighting mod, I'd say this is up there with Super Turbo Lighting Mod and Elder Blood. If you're looking for alternatives to those two, or just simply want to try something new out as far as lighting goes, I think you want to try Wiedzmin lighting mod out for the simple fact of that. Also, in doing so, it would be best to try out these mods that the mod author himself has also suggested to you for a new, more flavorful Witcher. Honestly, some of these I didn't know existed, and I'm glad that I was exposed to them, and I plan on continuously using them. As I continuously go through reshades, the only thing that stays the same are the texture overhauls and some of my favorite spells and combat changes. And with that, I figured now's as good a time as any to leave. I can't expect you to give more of a shit than me. Rate, comment, subscribe if you so choose to. If not, to hell with it. No one's holding your gun to your head, you know? And I will catch you guys later, as it is now 4:20 a.m. And adios, bichachos.